Hello, it's me, James Henry, and it is a new year, the second day of a new year. I just want to say welcome, New Year, and welcome to you if you're here for the first time, wherever here is. I like to begin my time of sharing a thought by reminding you of something very important, which is that you are infinitely precious. You are unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. No need to change anything about yourself. Uh, Over time, it will change all by itself. You will be transformed if you give into that process. But the truth is, right where you are right now, you're loved and precious, a gift. As we begin this new year, I want to invite you to do something I find very helpful in my own life. When it turns a new year, sometimes when it turns or changes a new season. So sometimes the solstices are a wonderful time to think about it. But each cyclical time that we change, and we all know that the changing of the year is really a construct. We created a calendar to measure all of our nows and to be able to schedule the future as if we could, or remember the past. That is why we have calendars, and we artificially chose this as the beginning of the year. It could have been any other time of the year, but this is when the calendar begins. And so here we are on the 2nd of January, pondering what all that means. But setting aside the fact that we have constructed a calendar, I want to invite you to imagine with me, if you would, that this is new space for you, that this new year offers you a chance to sit back and say, what did I learn from in the last year? What kinds of lessons came my way? What did I learn about myself? What mistakes have I made that I still need to let go? What things have I lost that I want to grieve? Things and people have I lost that grief rises naturally within me? What are those things? And as we move into this new space, into this new year, we have the opportunity to say to ourselves, how do I want to shape this space into which I'm entering? How do I want to shape this time? How do I want to see this time? I've learned some lessons from last year. I'm grieving the people and things that I have lost. What way can I see this new year? What challenge does this moment hold for me? And how might I live into that challenge? Maybe your biggest challenge, if you're anything like me, is actually being present in the moment. When I find a moment is too hard to stay with, I rush away. I escape. I might do it by binge watching something on TV, or even just doing something completely different than that, maybe playing a video game or something that distracts me from the moment in which I find myself. Rather than sit with the pain, I look for something else to do. And when I do that, I sort of sleepwalk through those moments. I want to invite you to wake up to the moments that you're in and perhaps choose a practice that will help you do that. I talk about a lot of practices. We've been doing these moments together with a certain amount of regularity since mid 2020. It's now 2024. So as I've talked about all kinds of practices for you, maybe one to try would be something as simple as intending every morning as you get up, as you open your eyes, to just be thankful for another day. Your heartbeat, your breath, this moment, you could be thankful for that. And you could make that your practice every day, beginning your day from the time you awaken with a moment of gratitude. That's fairly simple. Maybe the other thing that you could, or something else you could try would be meditation. People tell me, James, we can't sit meditation. We can't sit still for this long a period of time. You suggest, actually, um, contemplative outreach and centering prayer movement suggests a 20-minute minimum. That gives you time to let go of all the many thoughts that are going on. Sure. But if you're going to begin somewhere, perhaps just taking a break of 5 minutes and sitting quietly, closing your eyes or lowering your gaze and softening your focus so that you're not focused on anything in particular, and spend about 5 minutes. If 5 minutes is too much, 1 minute just attending to your breathing, paying attention. My lungs are filling. My lungs are releasing, filling, emptying. I can feel that. As my chest rises. I can feel it as my belly expands. Perhaps if I'm breathing through my nose, I can feel the coolness of the air as it goes in through my nostrils. Whatever way you choose to attend, and just attend your breathing for that minute, 5 minutes or longer. Do that on a regular basis. Maybe between events in your day, before you leave the house in the morning, when you get to work and you first sit down at your desk or your cubicle or whatever your work may be, maybe as you change clothes in the locker room, whatever it is you do to begin your day, maybe you just sit for a moment and collect yourself, sort of reframe the way you see this day, the gift that it is, because you see it through your eyes. But so often when we see our day, we see it as we are, not as the day itself is. So we enter a moment and I'm in a bad mood and everything seems negative to me. A remark that's innocuous seems like someone is attacking or at least disrespecting me. And they weren't. It's innocuous. They just said something, but because I have brought to this moment my perception through my negative eyes, that's what I'm seeing. I see the negativity. Now, obviously, we can also spin things super positively and miss what the moment holds just as well. Everything is great. Everything is perfect. This moment is just exceptional no matter what. That may or may not be true. This moment is a gift you receive and learn from as it comes to you, moment by moment. Instead of perceiving it through whatever lens, something like a meditation practice allows you to let go. Another practice might be reading, sacred reading, Lectio Divina in Latin. You might read a passage of scripture, a short passage, or you might read a short passage of an inspirational book or of a poem, and just let it sink in. Just let it sink in. What is it saying to you? What is the eternal, the divine saying to you right now through that text? Not through all your years of scholarly training, if you have that, or not through all your years of Bible study or Sunday school, or if it's your first time reading it. If you're coming to it as a first time read, what is it really saying to me about me? What is it teaching me in this moment? What do I think the divine is trying to communicate to me in this moment? That might be a simple practice to take up in the year, at least to try it. Now, as with all practices, if you choose to take one up in helping you reframe this year, please don't let it be one more thing you use as a tool to beat yourself up. If you have set this plan in motion to do a 5-minute meditation every morning when you get up, and every morning becomes every other morning, or you miss 2 or 3 mornings in a row, don't use that as an opportunity to feel badly about yourself, to negatively judge yourself. You missed it. We miss things all the time. Take it back up if you find it useful. And if you don't find a practice useful after you've tried it for a period of time, let it go. Let it go. And that's okay too. Uh, I'm not suggesting you take something up so that you can feel bad when you don't do it. I'm suggesting you take something up because it might help you see the world differently, might help you see yourself differently, might remind you as you sit and let go of all the baggage and things that are holding you in your life, you might discover for yourself once again that you are indeed infinitely precious and unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. You might discover that. And you might be okay claiming that for yourself. Not in an egotistical way, I'm the best thing that's ever happened, but simply claiming what is true about you, because you are indeed infinitely precious and unconditionally loved for the gift you already are. So until the next time, I encourage you, find some way of reframing your life and looking at it, perhaps seeing it with new eyes, and be open to letting go of the lens you tend to view the world with. Something to complain about, something to celebrate every single second. Be thankful, live in gratitude, and until the next time, I will look